What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're gonna read chapter 5 of middle school, the worst years of my life. Okay, so let's get started. Chapter 5. Oh, those so cruel rules. The next girl to speak at assembly was Lexi Winchester. I knew Lexi from my old school, and she was a real nice kid. Still, Jeannie Galetta had my vote. Sorry, Lex. Once the speeches were over, I thought the assembly was done too. So, no such luck. Miss Stricker came back to the microphone and held up a little green book so everyone could see it. Can anyone tell me can anyone tell me what this is? Stricker said. Yeah, Miller, the killer mumbled. Somewhere behind me. A complete waste of time. This, Miss Stricker said, is a Hills Village Middle School Code of Conduct. Everything you need to know about how to behave at school and how not to behave is right here in this book. A bunch of teachers came round and started handing out a copy to each student in the gym. When you receive yours, open up to page 1 and follow along with me, Stricker said. Then she started reading, really slowly. Section 1. Hills Village Middle School Dress Code. When I got my copy, I flipped all the way to the back of the book. There were 16 sections and 26 pages total. In other words, we were going to be lucky to get out of this assembly by Christmas. All students are expected to dress appropriately for an academic environment. No student shall wear clothing of a size more than 2 beyond his or her normal size. Help! That's what I was thinking about then. Middle school had just started, and they were already trying to bore us to death. Please, somebody stop Miss Stricker before she kills again. Leo took out a pen and started drawing something on the inside of the back cover. Stricker turned to the next page and kept reading. Section 2. Prohibited items. No students shall bring to school any electronic equipment not intended for class purposes. This includes cell phones, iPods, cameras, laptops, computers. The whole thing went on and on and on and on. By the time we got to section 6, grounds for expulsion, my brain was turning into guacamole. And I'm pretty sure my ears were bleeding too. People always talk about how great it is to get older. All I saw were more rules and more adults telling me what I could and couldn't do in the name of what's good for me. Yeah, well, asparagus is good for me, but it still makes me want to throw up. As far as I could tell, this little green book in my hands was just one long list of all the ways I could and probably would get into trouble between now and the end of the school year. Meanwhile, Leo was drawing away like the maniac he is. Every time Stricker mentioned another rule, he scribbled something else on page in front of him. Finally, he turned it around and showed me what he was working on. Rules are made for breaking. He says rules are made for breaking. So that's cool. And I just drew, I think, Rafe, I guess. With breaking all the rules. So I think you're not allowed to bring electronics. That's true. And I think all the rules the book was saying is actually true, even in my school. Well, even though I'm in elementary school, in middle school, it's if next year I'm going to grade 6. So in America, grade 6 is middle school. So I think I'm gonna have the same rules as middle school in the United States. Probably, I don't know. All I could think when I saw that picture was, I want to be that kid. He looked like he was having a way better day than I was. And that's when I got my idea. My really stupendous, really big idea. It came on like a flash flood. This was the best idea anyone had ever had in the whole history of middle school. In the whole history of ideas. Not only was it going to help me get through the year, I thought it might also just save my life here at Hills Village. That was if I had the nerve to actually try it. Chapter 6. Eureka! So I'm ready to read chapter 6 too. Did you ever hear the expression breaking every rule in the book? That was it. That was my big idea. Break every rule in the book, literally. The way I saw it, the HVMS Code of Conduct will be my worst enemy here at school. Or if I played it right, I could turn it into my best friend. Sorry, Leo. I mean my second best friend. All it would take was a little bit of work and a ton of guts. Maybe 2 tons. Leo knew exactly what I was thinking. The idea had come from his picture after all. Go for it, he whispered. Just pick something out of the book and get started. Right now. Right now? I whispered back. Why not? What are you waiting for? He said, and I guess the answer was 2 tons of guts. I just kind of sat there, frozen. So Leo flipped open a book for me and pointed to something on the page without even looking down. When I saw where his finger landed, I almost started having a heart attack. I can't do that, I told him. What if someone gets hurt? How does this hurt anyone, Leo said, except maybe you. Somehow that didn't make me feel any better. Listen, Leo told me, you're never going to be one of those people. He pointed at all the student council candidates and jocks and cheerleaders sitting in chairs that had been set up on the gym floor. But this, he said, thumping the rule book with his pen, this is something you can do. I don't know. I tried lamely. Or, Leo said, you can keep going the way you're going, and every day can be just like this one. He shrugged. It might not be so sad. There are only 180 school days in a year. That did it. Okay, I said, and even though my heart was pounding out the Star-Spangled Banner, I got up and walked over to where one of the prison guards, teachers, was standing by the gym door. I need a bathroom pass, I told her. You can't wait, she said. Section 8, Stricker boomed over the microphone. We're halfway there. Please, I said, trying to look as much like a pants wetter as possible. The teachers gave a big sigh, like she wished she'd been a lawyer, and said, okay, 5 minutes, she said. 5 minutes was more than enough. I went to the hall and into the boys' bathroom where she was still watching me. While she was still watching me. Then I counted to 10 and stuck my head out again. Nobody was around. As far as I knew, the whole school was inside that gym. I was now or never. I sprinted up the hall, around the long way behind the office, and then cut down another hallway through the cafeteria and into an empty stairwell in the back. By the time I found what I was looking for, I'd been gone only a minute or 2. So I think he tricked the teacher into going to the washroom. Oh, guys, you know what's gonna happen. Fire alarm. He's gonna pull the fire alarm down. I stood there staring at the little red box on the wall. Oh, Rafe. I could just hear Leo now, like he was right there. Don't think about it. Just do it. I flipped the latch open, the wire cage around the alarm box, and put my finger on the little white handle inside. This was what you call the point of no return. My mission. Should I choose to accept it and all that? I was I crazy? Was I completely nuts for thinking I could pull this off? Yes, I told myself. You are okay. Just checking, and I pulled the alarm. Okay, so guys, I'm done reading 2 chapters, chapter 5 and chapter 6. Tomorrow I'm gonna read chapter 7, chapter 8, and even chapter 9 halftime. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!